Hey everyone, I'm Chris Fink from Upswing Creative, a very creative agency in St. Paul, Minnesota. When my business partner Josh Whitcomb and I started this company back in 2006, we didn't know anything about running an agency or creating culture. We were just trying to make good videos and get paid. But along the way, we've learned a little bit. One of those things was figuring out who we are. I don't know about you, but a lot of times when I hear execs talking about values and guiding principles, I start to glaze over. Because a lot of times it's just a bunch of buzzwords or cliches that are used so often that they lose their meaning. So it was important to us that these weren't just words on paper, but that they're ideas we actually live out. We follow a program called the Entrepreneurial Operating System, laid out in a book called Traction, which really stresses the importance of documenting and sharing your values. The first time we sat down to really flesh out our core values was back in 2015. I'll never forget sitting in a restaurant working on our values because we really got to the core of our business that day. And I think the fact that the 4 values we wrote down that day really haven't changed in the years since is testament to that. These 4 principles guide us in everything from how we approach a tricky situation with a client to how quickly we pay our subcontractors. Our first value is act with pure hearts. We call this the original core value because it's the first one we notice kind of bubble up to the top and we put a name to it. For us, pure hearts comes down to being good people. Josh always says it's about being who your grandma thinks you are. But it's also about being good stewards of our client's budget and respecting the fact that they're trusting our expertise by not doing or pitching unnecessary work. Our second value is one that comes pretty naturally to us, and that's to have fun. We're a pretty ego-free company, and we like it that way. So we're careful to only hire employees and freelancers that are a good fit. If you've worked with us, you know we're pretty unpretentious, and in fact, we usually get our clients laughing within the first few minutes of a meeting or a shoot. Honestly, if a client doesn't like it, we're probably not a good fit. However, all jokes aside, when it comes down to it, we get down to business and we take your marketing objectives very seriously. Our third value is something we learned along the way. When we first started, we thought we'd make a video for a client, and when that was done, the next client would be there with another video. But what we quickly realized was that relationships are the most important thing in our business. We can do awesome work, but if we don't treat our clients with respect and kindness, they won't be around for long. We think long-term for our clients, and we're genuinely interested in lasting relationships. So we invest a lot of time in getting to know our clients, their customers, and their products and services. Our institutional knowledge is incredibly important and has served our clients well for years. Another part of fostering meaningful relationships is anticipating our clients' needs. To be honest, for years we were very much in the work, from developing strategy and writing copy to doing design. And because of that, we weren't working proactively with our clients. We saw we were falling short on this value, and so we made a change, bringing in an account manager as well as a project manager to really strengthen our client relationships. We call our last value our aspirational value because it's something that we're always striving to achieve, and that's to do great work. We'll wrap up a project and everyone's happy with the outcome, but then that bar gets raised, and what was great work today is a stepping stone for something better tomorrow. We approach all projects with our message-first mentality, establishing what's essential for our audience to hear and using that for the foundation of every creative endeavor. At Upswing, we're pathologically curious, so as a third party, we ask lots of questions, and we're not afraid to ask dumb ones if it means leading to true understanding. We work with companies in industrial and essential products and services, and oftentimes our clients will admit that means we're working on some complex but boring stuff. But there's always a human component, and we work to establish emotional connections between those products and services and the people who are purchasing them. So that's a high-level view of Upswing's 4 core values, values we ask everyone around us to hold us to. We believe this is the right way to do business, and we think they're so important we had them plastered on the wall right above our desks. Now, we'd love to hear from all of you. Do you have a favorite value at your organization? What are the things that you keep coming back to again and again? Let us know in the comments or send us an email at hello@upswingcreative.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk soon.